control stuff, move your advanced teams out at live, or if it's in the starting location, have your advanced
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Saturday Squad Ops event. I am your commentator for this afternoon, ShadowedRitual, joined today by RoseDragon7. How's it going, Rose?
Going pretty well, Shadow. Should be a lot of fun today.
Oh, it should be a lot of fun. This is a brand new op, Operation Alamo, and it is probably one of the most different ops we could have run. It's essentially a U.S. versus INS op. The U.S. are defending the Malak Abad area. Yeah, Malak Abad area, and the INS are trying to assault the area. But the main difference between this op and any other kind of attack defense op is, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and get down in here. There's only one U.S. squad. It is, according to the op brief, this is a Ranger squad who was cut off from their main platoon, and they stumbled into the Malak Abad area, hurting for supplies. They have one squad lead and 8 recruits, and they stumbled upon other locals that sympathize with the U.S. cause, and so they're using the old INS kits, the old INS skins, and essentially these guys are the squad lead is the village elder. They've got a doctor, and they've got farmers and tradesmen who have AK-47s essentially, and they're gonna try and protect the U.S. squad from being destroyed by the enemy INS, who are using the updated INS skins with the updated camo and things like that. And it's gonna be a really cool thing. I believe at one point the village elder had rocks, but we could never get it to actually throw the rocks, and so we decided just to take them out. But this should be a very, very interesting op, because another point is none of these guys show up on the map. The only person showing up on the map is Stormfront, who's the U.S. squad leader, and they're gonna have to really communicate. Like this game is gonna be all about the communication and who has the better comms among command. And we'll see what that's like. I'll go over kits in just a sec. Let's go ahead and go over commands. So for the U.S. side, we have commands Bikar, with squad leads Axe Gaming, Miyamoto, Dorf, and Stormfront. So we've got 3 village squads and 1 U.S. squad. For the INS, we have Command Expits with squad leads Jack 0800, HML, Atomic Peach, and Dashby. So I'd say experience is spread out pretty evenly. I'd say they've got a few more confident squad leads on the U.S. sides, but Expit's no slouch, and even some of these guys who don't have too much experience, they can definitely pull their weights.
Yeah, the INS has I think a really good kind of composite setup. I think both teams are very evenly set. It's going to be really interesting to see how the different identification of kits are, because we're using the different INS models. It might confuse a lot of the INS players on who's their friend and who's their enemy. So it's going to be highly entertaining to watch this all go down.
Makara Kid, is a mic required to participate in these events? Yes, Makara. A mic is required to participate in the events. Sometimes your mic can glitch out, and then we'll allow you to use the squad comms, but that's more of an emergency thing rather than we allow people without mics. Because communication is all about this game, and with us putting less and less map markers on the map, it's really like you have to communicate. You have to be able to communicate through local. You have to be able to communicate through your squad comms and keep your command updated.
You say that as less and less map markers, but it's really, I only spy 1 map marker for the entire U.S. team, and that's that U.S. Rangers squad lead. And then the INS team has their squad leads and their fire team leads that are visible on the map. But that's it. There's very few maps on the mark, or very few marks on the map. So it's going to be highly entertaining to watch how this plays out.
Let me know when you reach your first point.
And we are live. JTag, hello. And we are not Karma, JTag, unfortunately. I am ShadowedRitual, joined today by RoseDragon7.
Hello, everyone.
You missed Karma today. And we are live, actually. The INS have started moving out from their start points. I believe they get 4 different start locations, sort of cornering the INS or the U.S. positions. And the U.S., I'm getting a really quick overhead view. The U.S. have a pretty solid spread amongst all of the major compounds that could possibly have reinforced.
Yeah, and the U.S. team today is in the blue, and the red team is the INS.
Southeast.
We just decided to keep it kind of set up very consistent, so the entire games today will have the U.S. in the blue. So it's really easy to tell who they are.
Stormfront, I'm sending a couple of my guys to you. They got a couple
Vehicle has already been spotted, or heard,
Dashby's AR already opens up, and I think he gets a kill up in the north. This is Dashby's squad up here, and he's engaging some of the INS or some of the U.S. forces.
They engage Anreed and Rob. Unfortunately, doesn't kill anybody, and one of them is a medic. So actually, no, he's not.
Yeah, and Londarts is the one that started that engagement, and he's just shooting away on them here with his AR, just picking shots. If he sees something moving, he's going for it.
We are like two to 5 minutes into this this match already, and we've already got contact. Anreed goes down. Rob was the one saying, one of them was saying, no, don't peek, stay the fuck down, and he peeks, and he gets shot. Down for it.
Oh, I can see one of the vehicles is moving up onto the radio tower. So that's an interesting spot to set up, and it's got a really good view down into the town.
It's a very, not unique, but very risky strategy from the INS to come in from 1, 2, 3 different angles. It's a lot of
they're coming in from all the directions.
All 4 directions. It's very risky. It's got to be very well timed. The squad lead or the command has to be very diligent on keeping his guys not pushing one side too early, and make sure all of them are sort of pushing at the same time. And with the less map markers, he's going to have to communicate a shit ton just to make sure everybody's in the correct spots.
Got a techie going down from radio tower.
Exactly. And it looks like they're using Dashby's squad kind of as a distraction, kind of hanging out there, just provide a lot of fire and a lot of noise while the rest of their force gets into position.
And they're moving very, very well underneath this base of fire that Dashby has set up. Who's laying down that? I think it's like Iron Tyrant, people in the back.
Iron and Londarts.
Londarts, yeah, they're in the back just laying down a base of fire, and the rest of his squad is moving in underneath it. Very, very well done. That's classic. That's basically how it should be done. And they're pulling back already. The U.S. sympathizers, the U.S. Friendlies are pulling back off of that hill. And at that same time, Atomic Peach's squad, I think that's squad 2 for the INS, have started taking shots at the U.S. Ranger squad.
Yeah, and up the Dishkas up here on the hill are just starting to lay fire into anyone in the open and just harass the units down there. But it looks like the INS thinks that the bulk of the U.S. platoon is on the eastern side of the area instead of in those compounds on the west. These Dishkas are opening up. There's actually no one in that field anymore.
Dashby may be getting a little overeager here. I'd like to see him. Well, he's probably just more getting into position, but he's the closest U.S. or the closest INS squad, and we need Atomic Peach to cross his river, and we need the guys to the northwest, or sorry, northeast, to get a little bit closer before Dashby overextends.
Yeah, and XBIT and HML squad is the ones running the vehicles. They're just hanging up out here, just firing away. And this group of techies is really well laid out to just harass for a lot of the game. And the U.S. is saying that they can see the techies, and I think they're going to try to take a couple pot shots at them here in a moment. And the distance on, not sure which camera we're on, but the distance, so on the distance there you can see Dashby's kind of on the far right, the red moving dots, and then is Atomic Peach across the river, I want to say? Yeah, it's Atomic Peach's squad is across the river, getting set up to start attacking the compound.
Yeah, Atomic Peach hasn't moved just yet. His squad is pretty content, sitting up on the bridge. They pop some smokes. No, never mind, that's not smokes, that's the waterfall. And they're getting ready to cross the bridge. One of the specialty rules for this operation is the infantry and the vehicles have to use the bridges. And so Atomic Peach made 100% sure that he wasn't getting it spotted, and now his full squad is moving across the river to hook up with Dashby's squad.
Oh, and the SPG gets fired by the insurgents up here, but it is very high.
Very, very high.
It's
Almost
very
like
easy
where
to miss
Tom
with the
comes
new
out.
sites. Like, the new sites are very hard to sight in. And a lot of people kind of can easily mess that up, especially close to ranges. Or they seem to think there's enemies across the river, because the disc is shooting over there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, those are...
They
They're
seem to
shooting
think
at the
there's
river like
something
there's
over there.
there.
Yeah, maybe they think the waterfall is like enemy smoke.
At range, it's actually very hard to distinguish that. I know without binoculars, it definitely looks just like smoke, and I actually believe it is like the smoke animation.
Yeah, I think XBit and HML is redirecting that fire, being like, "What are you guys shooting at? Shoot at the right thing, please." It looks like Dashby and Atomic Peaches squads have actually met up and are starting to push into the town.
Yep, they're gonna try and assault this town from the south, or sorry, from almost the direct west, right where the U.S. Ranger squad is, almost right in that compound. And if they can get in there with like quickly and with force, they can just roll over this U.S. squad. The U.S. squad is 1 squad lead and 8 recruits. So each recruit has 2 magazines and 1 bandage, I believe. So
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to really hold their own.
Yeah, they don't get much, but it's a pretty powerful little setup.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to maneuver on us based on the amount of fire they're putting on us.
So if you're reading the situation correctly, he's not. He knows they're trying to move. He doesn't know which direction they're trying to move from. He doesn't realize there are 2 squads on their west. They're more focused on their east, as HML. You said HML and who's
yeah, HML and the INS commander are up at the radio tower.
Yeah.
With
Jacko 800 is the squad that has pushed up from the west, and they're just drawing attention. They're just up here on the hill. They don't look like they want to try and push through the open. They're gonna just set up behind rocks and just lay down some fire. What's really gonna happen is Dashby and Tom Peach's squad, who are now almost direct south, and they open fire. That was a misfire, I believe. Yeah, misfire.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That might reveal them.
There's only 1 shot. And nobody's like. Oh, Revy's looking. Revy may see him.
Come in, please.
No, they're too low.
Yeah, unfortunately, the U.S. knew that they were down here, and if they had some grenades, they could get a lot of kills from my perspective right now.
They really could. 1 grenade would take out 3, 4 people. It could get very, very nasty for the NS. But it looks like they're pushing up. They've got grenades out.
Oh, they just threw a grenade into the compound.
Not effective. Nobody's out in the open. But that just gives away their position. Revy B spotted somebody. They go down. Grenade starts to go out from the
B-car is starting to freak out a little bit. Enemies are right on his compound.
Ooh, 1 grenade takes out 3. Dr. Stark and Danny Fields and Falcon go down.
Bad grenade. That was a bad nade. Bounced off that wall. Combat spacing.
Yeah, very unfortunate grenade by Falcon.
Poor Falcon.
I think he tried to underhand it up the wall, and it just didn't work.
Oh, it was just like an inch too off.
Oh, that may blunt this push. As who's command B-car? Yeah, B-car goes down.
Just went down.
Roger, I guess that's on 2. I'll take command. Got contact close to my southeast.
Fulcrum's vaulting a wall. Fulcrum is in here now. We'll see if he can clear these guys out.
Can you give me a coordinate?
Yeah, the INS are up to that wall.
Yeah, Fulcrum goes down. He should have coordinated that just a little bit more. He was the only one to push in at that time. If they had pushed in masse, that might have gone better for them. But the squad is getting slowly picked apart. Three to the same grenade. Unfortunate for them, but they've slowly just tried to get over the walls, and it hasn't really worked out for them.
They're gonna expect it. I'm heading straight north, you guys.
Yeah, just come clear north and then go help squad 1.
And the U.S. commander is down at the moment.
Ouch.
interesting up. This is an interesting up, Burns. I like the whole. It's INS versus locals that are sympathetic to the cause. And that ID doesn't take
good
anything
ID.
out. Does it? It took. Were there people alive there?
Well,
I
it provided
saw these
plenty of smoke. They're climbing over the wall now.
Oh yeah, they're
through the
vaulting en
smoke.
masse. This is how they should do it right here. They got 4 over the wall, 5 over the wall, 6
And
almost
Lima
over the
Beam is the
wall.
last one down there defending the building. Takes one out,
Yeah,
but there's
Payne goes down.
a whole ton of them surrounding him right now. Oh, and another INS goes down.
Check your fire. Squad 4 is right on the outside of this compound.
The INS are slowly being picked apart. They need to get in here and they need to be aggressive, essentially. They can't try and just pie these corners and go 1 for 1. They need to rush in there, go 1, and then take out 3, essentially. Lima Bean's watching his door. Thraxod goes in. He went in alone, and now Atomic Peach is gonna have to try and push in alone. Lima stands up.
Yeah, the U.S. team, the actual Ranger squad is hurting a lot right now, but the rest of the U.S. teams is actually in pretty good shape.
Yeah, the
Kinda hard
INS
to
are really
tell
only assaulting
which black
the
markers.
US.
Yeah, the INS got
Alright,
pretty lucky
Dwarf
picking
is
this
Lawson's
compound
compound.
as
There's
their
only one
main
person
assault
left in it.
area.
Copy.
Compound position. If you're still up, get your squad moving.
The
This
US
way. We have
friendlies
people on
are
our
starting
northern
to
wall,
move.
very close. You've had people getting mowed down warrior.
U.S. forces are starting to move to reinforce the U.S.
Yeah,
Ranger
the
squad.
U.S.
We got 4 left. 5 left.
Yeah, the U.S. commander said to all of his troops, everyone fall back to the Ranger squad.
Lima has been just picking people off. Lima has taken out at least 3 people as they try and push through. Ooh, Arbo goes down over there. The U.S. squad that was moving to reinforce, Miyamoto's squad that was moving to reinforce the U.S. Ranger squad, has been caught in the open from a squad that was on the hill, led by, it looks like HML is leading that squad over there, or leading that fire team.
Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah, and the INS team is just collapsing this bowl in on the U.S. Loyalists, and it's working out really well for them, I want to say.
Yeah, they've just had some bad. They've been caught in the open. This is the second time this squad's been caught in the open. Another squad over there on the northwest got caught out in the open.
Okay, thank you.
We have 4 guys up from squad 1.
Hey, heads up. Just give you a sit rep here. I have a lot of contacts to my east. Sorry I wasn't active on comms for a bit. It's been kind of chaotic.
You're good, man. Just push in on our
Ooh,
position.
Deroba's gonna get snuck
and
up on.
Set up a perimeter if you can.
Oh, is he?
Copy.
Oh, no.
It's hard to push back.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
INS have
Danny
cleared out
just
that
died at
eastern
Rosemont.
compound almost. There's only 2 U.S. left
Copy
in that
that.
easternmost
We have guys
compound.
all over us.
But this western compound, there's only 2 INS left. There's 4 U.S. soldiers left. Oh, this is turning into be a pretty quick game.
Yep, I'm good.
Another one, the U.S. Rangers goes down.
Yeah.
You guys still up?
That leaves 3 U.S. Rangers left. A handful of U.S. What is that? U.S. friendlies. And it looks like a lot of these guys are just getting picked off from range. There's not too many compounds here.
Don't mount up, we're just moving down towards compound.
Or there's not too many
The companies that are
INFs.
shooting at HML. Once engulfed, they keep at 4.
And just a quick update on kills. It looks like the INS are up about 10 kills. I think some of these guys had to respawn.
Just keep a look on your
But the
southwest. where
INS
these guys
are
are shooting
in a
at.
more commanding position, I feel. INS have cleared, or they're moving into a compound that only has Peverino on it. It's the compound just east of where the INS, or sorry, the
Yeah,
the US
that's
Ranger squad is.
that compound where the U.S. is falling back to. That's where the Ranger squad started out. So the remaining forces are just consolidating here, trying to get set up.
I believe they've secured the area. Lima Bean did some work on the south end of that compound.
Yeah, he did. And it looks like the remnants of Dashby squad is starting to push in here.
Something
Grenade
tells me
out.
they're to the north.
Oh yeah.
Ineffective. And they're reinforcing this
Over on
compound.
northern side.
If they can hold these corners, this should work out for them. But they've still got quite a bit of the INS left to deal with.
Yeah, poor Zaki here is getting engaged from the doorway. He's trying to fend them off on that north side.
Expert trying to take out Peverino, the only U.S.
Do we
who's
have a
sort of
approximate
away
squad
from
strength?
his squad. Looked like he was moving to
Emo,
hook
are you
up
still up?
with the rest of his friendlies, but he got caught out.
What's
Oh,
your
and
original
Peverino
squad
goes
strength?
down. Expert, good shots on him. And I believe I counted about 18 INS left against
How many were left?
8 U.S. A
Oh,
lot of
wow.
them, a lot of them are recruit kids, so they're not looking good.
How many guys you got left?
And it really came down to them. That squad on radio tower did a lot of work, just picking people off from range,
All right, we have
and then allowing the rest of the INS to move in almost unhindered.
Yeah, and Miyamoto's remaining squad has reinforced the south end of this compound, but he goes down to Evan SMA takes him out. The INS are just picking them apart inside the compound, just one at a time, just little one-off little trades.
The U.S. the INS need to push in here together, or they're just gonna get picked off. Lima Bean's got a good angle on this door.
Yeah, Lima Bean has found, I think, the best building to hide in for this event. Like, he has been doing work, and anyone that tries to cross over this little wall has to pay him.
Oh, what a grenade!
Oh, that was an excellent grenade.
Yeah, 2 grenades right on the same spot. Zag, they wanted to make sure Zag was dead.
That was a really good use of the grenades.
Felt so bad.
Evan, I think Evan SMA, Expit. Evan takes out Stormfront. That's the last of the commands, I believe.
Alright, I need.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
the
think
last,
that's the last of the
command. I
commands.
believe Vindication is the last U.S. soldier. He's the lone survivor from that Ranger squad.
4,
You guys got breaching
down to
kits.
3. Zaki
Or
goes
actually,
down.
no,
and-
Lima Beam was a part of
knows
that
where they're
Ranger
at,
squad
this
as
is
well.
All right, so we got Lima Bean, Tog, TJ, and Vindication.
Where do we need the IEDs?
And
at?
the
Where
INS
are they at?
commander has apparently
Yes,
gone
I think
down
so.
during this little
It
firefight.
looks like he's all right. I see Expert right here. He's
Oh, is
getting
he?
his squad. He's getting his squad up on the wall, or his platoon up on the walls, and they're going to be able to just swarm into this this compound.
Yeah,
and
just
take out
everyone
anybody
charge
remaining.
in. Trying to find the